Alright, Shalom. Brother Kabad back with another GMS lesson. GMS keep pushing. Before I go any further, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's own begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Badash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, teaching us his truth according to the Bible, who rule well. Another Shalom, the all the sincere Akims, throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity. Alright, came across this article in People magazine. Janae Mai, slack if I'm pronouncing it wrong, says wants to be submissive in her in marriage to Jeezy. I like the idea that my man leads us, and that's the mindset you Israelite women need to be in, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. All right, but what? Our women are full of the Babylon juice, man. You know, they're full of it, man. And when you watch this video. And I'm just gonna grab one precept. It's gonna be a short lesson, you know. And you know, when you watch this video, you know, just look at the nigga women, man. Look at the end up, okay, in the video. Look at their faces, how they're looking at her, like you got to be out of your mind, okay. Matter of fact, before I play it, I'm gonna grab the precept. Alright, you got it queued up here. This 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, the anointed, Yahweh Shai. And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Hamashiach is the Most High, is power, Yahweh. Okay? That's the order of things. That's how things go, man. You know? Hey, look, what's that song that Tupac said? That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, man. All right, and that's righteous thinking. All right, and it's gonna ultimately go back to that in the kingdom of heaven. You know, which we're hastening today. You know, might as well get an early jump start on it, man. All right, I'm reading one more time. I'm gonna play the clip. This 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man, every Israelite man, is Hamashiach. He's our head. He's over us. He leads us. And the head of the woman is the man. So the man is over the woman. He's supposed to lead her and guide her. She was put here as a helpmate. Okay? But but he's the head. Alright, it says, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High. Alright, so let's get into this clip.
So I'm going to say right here that I, Jeannie Mai, going into my marriage, I want to submit to my man. Let me explain. When I hear this,
look at their faces. Look at their faces. Wow.
Like you just said, Adrian, submitting has a negative connotation. It means that you are less important. You are lower than that person that you're submitting to. It usually can be like, you know, referenced as somebody who works lower than you, and that's not what I'm referring to here. Yeah, but what I really learned in my life for my definition of marriage, I'm not saying what I want works for everybody. I'm saying for me, I'm a very dominant woman. I own my business. I lead my teams. I played my own manager, my own publicist, my own lawyer when I didn't have money to have those people. So I make the decisions in my life. When I come home, I like the idea that my man leads us. That doesn't mean that in this case, Jay makes all the decisions for us. That doesn't mean that when he says, how are we spending our money? Or where are we moving? That I just say, yes, sir. Or yes, your honor. Like, it's not that. It's a, you know what? I think that we would do best here. I want to do this. And he takes the decision. He formulates it with our overall vision. And he leads us. And I like to submit to that. I don't want to lead in our household and in our marriage. I want him to lead. And I have all the essence of what I bring as a wife to make that decision, but that I love that my husband will be the man that leads. I like that structure in a marriage, and I look forward to that because, girls, it's tiring being the boss of me. It's tiring leading all the time.
It is all the time. It's tired to be the boss of that all the time.
I grew up in a household. My mom has a very strong force, and she took over a lot of decisions in the household to the point that my dad, unless it was always going to be a fight, he was like, you know what? Go ahead, whatever you want to decide, go ahead, and I'm just going to do me, and that causes a wedge. And I can have that tendency. I'm just saying, for me, I can have that tendency to follow like my mom because it's what I grew up in and I saw it. And I saw in my living space, I would all of a sudden just wake up and go and make decisions without asking and checking in. So I am the fault that can cause the inequality because I am pulling in my habits from my old household to how I run my business today. And that is not okay. And I'm careful and aware of that today. So I'm just telling that to anybody else who didn't tell me that when I could have learned that before.
Hey, look, man. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with the man leading, man? Especially if you have a man of the Lord. I'm going to read it one more time. It's 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, the anointed, Yahweh Shai. And the head of the woman is the man. It doesn't matter if she makes more than the man. Okay, it doesn't matter if she's paying more of the bills. The man is still the head, man. He's going to make the right decisions that needs to keep that family afloat through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. But in this wicked society, Esau has gave these wicked women liberty, man, to get abroad, okay, and has put the woman over the man. She said it. She doesn't want to be the head of the household, man. And that was a righteous statement, man. It says, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High. Shalom.